Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to Fabrizio Romano, there are big chances that Pogba stays at Manchester United this summer. He also said that Man United are confident in extending Paul Pogba's contract. So this is what Fabrizio Romano has said. Sky Sports have said that talks are still ongoing over a new contract. Sky Sports did say not so long ago that Pogba sees a long-term future at Manchester United, but may wait on the contract extension. Pogba's current contract expires next year. Not so long ago, Pogba rejected a new contract at Man United. The other week it said Pogba rejected a new 50 million contract offer, so reflecting on that, he's set to leave. Sky Sports did say the other week that Pogba is increasingly unlikely to sign a new Man United contract. Now, Man United must pay Paul Pogba 15 million in wages to sell up. Pogba has been relentlessly linked with PSG. It said PSG are the favourites to sign Pogba this summer. PSG have held talks with Pogba's representatives. PSG are willing to offer around £45 million. Not so long ago, Pogba was discussing the personal terms with PSG. Mauricio Pochettino played down PSG's interest in Pogba because Pochettino got quizzed on Paul Pogba's transfer from Man United again. PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. Last week, he said Mino Raiola has offered Liverpool the chance to sign Pogba from Man United this summer. Mino Raiola made Liverpool aware that Pogba could be signed. Liverpool responded to Mino Raiola immediately and said they're not interested in getting a deal done this summer but may consider going for him in January. Liverpool are looking for an adequate replacement for Wijnaldum. I'm very sceptical that Pogba would go to Liverpool. Pogba's also been linked with Real Madrid. He's been linked with his former club Juventus. He's been linked with Barcelona. And he's been linked with Inter Milan before, so he has had a long-running transfer saga. Man United stars have been working hard to persuade Pogba to stay at the club. Mino Raiola has been desperate to get Pogba out of the football club. He did a lot of talking last season. He made the announcement back in December last year saying that Pogba's career at Man United is over. He said he's unhappy and he has to leave. And he said he's got no intentions of extending his contract. Pogba produced his best performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season, but at one point last season he was out with a thigh injury for a while. Pogba has endured 5 seasons at Man United since he rejoined, and he's won 3 trophies at the club so far. We did pay £89 million for Pogba, so reflecting on that, is our most expensive signing at the moment. By the way, Pogba recently returned to training. He's gone to the Scotland training camp. So that's more news on Paul Pogba. According to Fabrizio Romano, Raphael Varane will be in Manchester in the next 24 hours. Fabrizio Romano did say last weekend that Raphael Varane was planning to fly to Manchester from Madrid this week, and he said the medical and the deal will be done this week. Now, it said recently that Man United had been handed a Raphael Varane setback. Said the Raphael Varane announcement may have to wait another week, because obviously it said Varane is not yet in the country, and the Telegraph said that Varane is waiting on the visa to complete his move. Last Friday, Varane posted a farewell message to Real Madrid. But it got announced last Tuesday of last week that Man United confirmed that they'd reached an agreement with Real Madrid to sign Raphael Varane. An initial fee of 34 million was agreed between Man United and Real Madrid. It rises up to 43 million with add-ons. Varane agreed a 4-year contract with Man United. There's an option of a further year. Not too sure what his shirt number's going to be yet. With double Varane's wages, he will receive £250,000 a week at Man United. But yeah, Varane is our 3rd signing of this summer transfer window. I can assure that Varane will exceed expectations in the Premier League. You know, at Man United, I'm convinced he's going to replicate what he did in his years with Real Madrid. And what a centre-back partnership that is, Varane and Harry Maguire. Don't forget, we went in for Varane back in 2011 under the Sir Alex Ferguson era. We also went in for him in 2018 because, if you remember, Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move. Varane's highly experienced, and he's regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. And he's got a good pedigree as a player. You know, he won a lot of trophies during his time at Real Madrid. You know, he won like La Ligas, Champions Leagues. He won the Copa del Rey, FIFA Club World Cups. Back in 2018, he won the World Cup with France, and he's won 79 caps. But he was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He endured 10 years with them, made 360 appearances in all competitions, and his current contract at Real Madrid was due to expire next year. Real Madrid did offer Varane a renewal contract offer, but he rejected it. You know, Real Madrid have lost two key centre-halves. You know, they lost Sergio Ramos not so long ago. He joined PSG on the free, and they lost Varane. But I do believe Real Madrid have brought a centre-half in, and they signed David Alaba from Bayern Munich. So that's more news on Varane. You know the news on Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid. Sky Sports have recently said that Atletico Madrid want €40 million for Trippier. Fabrizio Romano said that the Kieran Trippier situation is still very quiet. He said Man United want to sort out Diego Dalot's future. But Trippier is pushing for a move to Man United. Trippier expects any Man United move to materialise towards the end of the window. Trippier arranged for his family to relocate back to Manchester. Man United already have a Kieran Trippier transfer agreement. We've already had two offers rejected for Trippier. Now it said, was it a few weeks ago now, that Atletico Madrid won't sell Trippier to Man United. But just before that, Neil Custis from The Sun said that Man United were close to signing Kieran Trippier for around £18 million. We went in for him back in the January transfer window, but we culled our interest because Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. But it'd be beneficial if we could recommend Trippier in because he's highly experienced and he is a right back and he would provide competition for Wan-Bissaka, plus he's proven in the Premier League. Atletico Madrid paid $20 million for Trippier and his current contract at Atletico Madrid expires next year. There has been quite a few midfielders on our agenda. I think it's Solskjaer's priority now to get a midfielder in. Saul Niguez, you know, Man United have been linked with him. We recently got Delta Blow in our pursuit of Saul Niguez, because reports from Spain said that Saul Niguez favours a move to Barcelona. Not so long ago, Barcelona were in talks with Atletico Madrid over a swap deal involving Griezmann and Saul Niguez. Agents of Saul Niguez were due in England this week for talks with Man United and Liverpool. Atletico Madrid want between 35 million to 40 million for Saul Niguez, but Man United and Liverpool have both been notified that £43 million would be enough. We've identified Saul Niguez as a potential replacement for Pogba. Saul Niguez has a gentleman's agreement in place with Atletico Madrid. We've also been linked with like Camavinga, Ruben Neves, Declan Rice, Leon Goretzka. I'm expecting Man United to make at least one more signing in this summer transfer window. Not so long ago, Solskjaer did confirm that more signings are coming. So reflecting on that, Man United are not yet finished in this summer transfer window. Man United now must sell to buy. Ed Woodward recently sent a transfer warning to Solskjaer saying that he needs to ship more players out for more signings. Woodward has stood by Solskjaer and, he's said quite a lot of times, Woodward that he'll back Solskjaer, and when we was enduring them really bad periods under Ollie, when he was close to being sacked, Woodward assured that Solskjaer's job was safe. Obviously we know Woodward is leaving Manchester United. He's had a 16-year association with the club. But Solskjaer is getting the backing he deserves in this summer transfer window. Ollie wasn't backed enough for such a long time. It's the Glazers and that are backing him. And like I've said to you before, the Glazers have been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time, because obviously a lot of United fans were demanding the Glazers out. Towards the end of last season, a lot of United fans protested against the Glazers at Old Trafford. Don't forget, last season the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. Solskjaer did reveal towards the end of last season that the Glazers apologised. Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June, which was earlier on this year, a couple of months ago. And it was his first attendance in 15-16 years, and he promised Man United supporters that Solskjaer would get the funds that are available. But the Glazers have put Man United in so much debt. They've been at Man United now for 16 years. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. Solskjaer did say though that he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window. The players that I think should leave Man United in this summer transfer window, I think we should definitely loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities, because Williams is our third choice left back. He seldom plays for us. To be honest with you, I think we should offload Alex Telles, because Telles has hardly played for Man United. He made 23 appearances last season. When we got Telles last year, I expected him to be our first choice left back immediately. But it didn't happen. So he's our second choice left back. The reason we brought Telles in was to provide competition for Luke Shaw. Telles is set to miss the start of the season. With an ankle injury that he sustained in training the other week. So he's going to miss the games against Leeds, Southampton and Wolves. We got Telles for 15.4 million. He's got a contract with Man United until 2024. Phil Jones, Man United have definitely got to offload him. Jones hasn't played since January. And he's always been inconsistent and doesn't get in our 11. Jones is the only outfield player that's still with us from the Ferguson era. I said Axel Tuanzebe needs to go. Man United have agreed to let Axel Tuanzebe go out on loan. I think we want around 5 million. Newcastle are interested in him. Diego Dalot, Man United also must offload him. We might loan him out again for another season. He was out on loan with AC Milan last season. We brought Delo in under the Jose Mourinho era from Porto. I think we should offload Lindelof in this summer transfer window, but we're not going to. I don't think. I think he's going to be with us for another season. As you all know, I've got my strong reservations about Victor Lindelof. I think we should also offload Nemanja Matic, because I've always had my strong reservations about Matic. He's always been a static player. He's aging up. Analysing the vast majority of his games at Man United, he's been inconsistent. And he's not one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, Matic still seems to get his chances. Matic has been with us now around 4 years. We got him for 40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. Donny van der Beek, I think Man United need to sell him. It's nothing to do with Donny van der Beek being a bad player, it's just that he hasn't been given enough starts at Man United. Van der Beek only started, 4 games in the league last season. So most of Van der Beek's appearances have come from the bench. He's made like 36 appearances for us in all competitions. He's only enjoyed 1 full season at Man United. We got Van der Beek for 40 million from Ajax last year. He's got a contract with Man United till 2025 and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Lingard, we need to offload him. Sky Sports recently said West Ham believe they've only got 10% chance of getting Lingard. Lingard did enjoy a 4-month loan spell with West Ham last season. He made an impact. West Ham have been struggling to meet his asking price. I think we want around 30 million for him. Everton entered the race for Lingard. Lingard's current contract at Man United expires next year. Not so long ago, Solskjaer did drop a hint that Lingard and Martial have a role to play in the new season, and after the 2-1 win against Derby, which was our first pre-season friendly game, Solskjaer said Lingard will be part of Man United for the new season. Andres Pereira is another one we've got to offload. He was out on loan with Lazio last season. I heard that he's interested in making a move to Turkish side Fenerbahce. Martial, we've got to offload him because he's no longer good enough to represent the club. David De Gea, I think we should offload him in this summer transfer window, but I don't think we're going to. He's going to remain at Man United for the new season. So there you go. The new season is going to be massive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Solskjaer has got big expectations to exceed. Solskjaer's ambition for the new season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago. Solskjaer definitely has to win a trophy this season, because he's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is a good 4 years ago now, and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Solskjaer must improve his decision making in the new season, because in a lot of the games he's managed so far at Man United, he has been tactically naive. The new season will be Solskjaer's 3rd full season as Manchester United manager, because he's enjoyed 2 full seasons at the moment. And Solskjaer has been in charge of the club now for almost 3 years. There's some fans that have judged Man United after playing 3 pre-season friendly games, and people are saying, you know, we're not looking too good. Yes, we have played 3 pre-season friendly games so far. Obviously, we've won 1, drawn 1, and lost 1. But we have conceded 7 goals in 3 pre-season friendly games, which you can say is a concern. I told you I'm not bothered about pre-season, it's just building fitness levels up and it's preparing for the new season. But pre-season's good for like the youngsters, you know, because they get opportunities and they do gain more experience. We play Everton on Saturday, 1:15 kick-off at Old Trafford. That's our final pre-season friendly game. We were supposed to be playing Preston not so long ago, but it got called off due to the COVID. Not so long ago, Solskjaer signed a new contract with the club until 2024 with an option of a further year. So he signed a 3-year contract. I presume a lot of United fans disagreed with us giving him this new contract because he won't see out this new contract. Because like I've said, Solskjaer is not the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. Like I said to you, yeah, we are enjoying a good window. We've made 3 signings so far. We've brought Heaton in, Sancho and Varane. And we've spent almost 120 million in this summer transfer window. But despite the signings of Sancho and Varane, it doesn't change my perception on the manager. In a way, I am surprised that Solskjaer is still Man United manager, because we know we have enjoyed very bad periods under him, where he's been extremely close to getting sacked, and we lost the Europa League final last season. But I think with Solskjaer being a club legend, that's what's basically saved his job. But Ole hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. We appointed Solskjaer in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. We give Solskjaer the job permanently back in March 2019, reflecting how well he did as the interim manager. But Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin, and he knew he had a lot to do when he came in. Solskjaer has signed 13 players as Manchester United manager so far, and in total I think we've spent just over £400 million. Ollie's got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's come in. Ollie's got us to like semi-finals. He got us to the Europa League final last season, which was his first major final. He got us to the FA Cup quarter-final last season. Got us a second place finish last season. In Solskjaer's first full season, he got us a third place finish. So Ollie's done well to get us to semis, a quarter-final and a final, but he hasn't proved himself yet because he has not yet won a trophy. And that's what a club of Man United is about, winning trophies, because you know we are one of the biggest clubs in the world. But I think Solskjaer is our best manager since Ferguson, because in certain aspects he's brought consistency back. I've criticised Solskjaer a hell of a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, like, explore on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.